presentation of the national anthems for the United States and Jamaica. A little bit of help from our man Jerry here in the booth, adding to the volume as ever.
Gotta sing it. Gotta sing it.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick look at these lineups that we've got for this final. So the Jamaica lineup, we've got some superstars in here that played very well. Big standout for me is Mason Campbell. He's the one been ticking those two extra points over throughout this competition. LeBron Garvey is another one that's been doing the quiet work, getting some stuff done. His father, a famous former rugby player.
And again, look out for Deontay King, the number 13, been excellent in the outfield for Jamaica.
Absolutely. Some of your thoughts about the Jamaica team, Jerry?
Strong. I think they have grown for each game, and for this game is where we're going to see where that growth has taken them. They have a tough challenge against this team. This unit can withstand the power that we have. They also run good backline play, so I expect this to be a fight to the very finish, no less than what we had yesterday with the women.
Absolutely, and this USA South team is full of talent. We've got Luis Cruzado, the number 8, has been phenomenal throughout this competition. Cade Austin leading them at scrum half. Great job there. Really proud to have my son playing in this game as well. Keaton McCleavey playing number 7. Got to put that name out there or I won't be able to sleep at night.
Yeah! Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And just so you know, for our listeners, Garvey is actually a relative of our national hero, Garvey. So this Garvey on the pitch today is the same bloodline as our national hero.
No, it's not his son, it's a more distant relative.
No, it's like a bloodline. He's part of the bloodline. Oh yeah. Great grandson.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Rock and roll.
Excellent stuff, guys. Well, we've got the booth ready. The kids look ready out there. The referee Clifton's taking charge today. So we're going to get underway for this USA versus Jamaica in Jamaica. We are here in the Mona Bowl, Kingston, Jamaica, and already the crowd are behind their team. Good step. Now we're going just towards the 40. And that's going to go the way of the USA South. McCleavey getting his hands on the ball.
And again, the Jamaican players to be in some sort of discomfort after that contact. And again, this is going to be a belter. Excitement from both teams. Super powerful running. As you look at the replay, they're showing and going there, the big Jamaican forward. But again, we see Keaton coming over and pinching the pill there.
Just rolled his ankle by the looks of it. That's not good. I think
Are you going to touch? Okay, good.
And we're back here at Mona Bowl, the injured player being tended to.
Wait now, you change, Patrick.
And again, super excited for these young men here in this championship match. The local boys, Jamaica, have the fans at their backs there, cheering them on.
He's on. Good to go.
Yeah.
And USA with the penalty, Foster to take us back off the penalty. The referee starts back the clock.
Numbers.
And again, Gavin, windy conditions as you watch the wind blowing violently from left to right on the pitch, and it may be a disaster for some of these kickers out here today.
Yeah, no, it's been blustery all morning. It's been blowing different directions throughout the week. Today it seems to be going left to right, so against the USA with the Jamaica back at the current moment, but that I would not be surprised will change throughout this game. This puts USA in a fantastic position for a line out, about 10 yards out from the Jamaica try line. Got to put up that Jamaica defensive wall right now. Well taken by Mosi from the top.
Back.
Nice maul, USA South. Jamaica not being able to stop them at the moment, and that's a very strong rolling maul
It's available. It's available. No hands. No hands.
And again, USA using their power to pinch at the back of the breakdowns there, just taking the inches at the moment.
Very close to that line. Jamaica look ready defensively. The USA boys are lining up behind for the pick and go. They're over the line. Can they dot it down? Yes, they can, says the referee. And USA South have got themselves on the board. That's the big Anakalea from Hawaii, originally playing his rugby at the University of Lindenwood currently.
And again,
Polynesian descent.
And the referee Clifton Garrett on spot to see the try dotted down there to the celebration of the USA players. And USA take the lead and silence the crowd 5 points to 0 with just 2 minutes into this game.
Really good start for the USA. Jerry, your thoughts on that? How are Jamaica going to deal with this?
I'm not very happy with the start. I can be honest about that, but I can guarantee you that this fight isn't started yet. This is just the beginning. That's a big boy that just crossed the line. Stopping him would have taken a lot more. So we have to give credits to the size of the USA team. These boys are huge. So we're going to have to use our finesse now and get back into this game.
Absolutely. There's a lot of size and strength in this USA team. It's well-nourished boys, shall we call them. Now, the kicking from this young man, Quinn Vorse, has been pretty solid throughout the tournament. This is not an easy one, and there's a lot of wind out there, so let's see. Oh, he's pulled that one too early. But that makes it interesting, that makes it spicy. This gives Jamaica an opportunity to stay in the game.
And again, fans still trickle into this final here between USA and Jamaica. The sun is shining and the weather is sweet, according to the Bob Marley here. And everyone here is enjoying this weather and this rugby setup here at UE Mona Bowl.
Wouldn't be a tournament in Jamaica without a Bob Marley quote, right? USA South, Matthew Arteta from the Okapi Wanderers of South Florida, tearing it up here to his counterpart Gianni Mosi, smaller of the two brothers on the field. Nice pick up again, and went again, stealing another 5 yards. Luis Cruzado, the big number 8, he's been a handful all week this week. Great work from the scrum half, just nice and calm. And there's that try score. Akalea bashing through the 50 and continues. Was not held, so he can get up and go again.
USA really pushing themselves way up into the Jamaican half. As you see the number 2 for USA taking big contact here for his team. Advantage being played by the referee.
Now the scrum half, Austin goes on his own. Austin played well all week. Looking for a pick and go here. Anakalea keeping very active early in this game.
And we see Foster patiently waiting to shoot this ball out wide, but the pack take it for yet another run.
Just take it, they'll steal a yard at a time if they can. They don't seem to have any problem doing that. Absorbing a lot of Jamaican defense, but Jamaica are holding it stable.
USA switching the point to attack. Foster just shooting out wide to the number 13. Advantage over, nice spin and go. A double pirouette by the winger there.
Arteta very well bouncing off a couple through there.
It's the red beard of Jensen trying to take it in there, just spilling it on. The referee still playing. Obviously.
Time off, guys. Time off.
As you look at the replay there, you see Jensen just taking a big hit there.
Yeah, he took it. He was carrying well, but he just dipped down into the contact. Looks like he got a knock to the jaw. Correction, Jen Bull is back up and he's very tough as nails, that red-bearded guy. Yeah, he wanted to continue the play, just needed a moment to gather himself, I think.
Also important knock in a tackle, we start back with a scrum to Jamaica.
Scrum to Jamaica, says Clifton. But yeah, USA looking very organised. Jamaica absorbing that very well, absorbing that forward attack.
Sorry?
And managed to come away with the ball for the scrum.
And again, we can see magic here by the Jamaican number 15, Mason Campbell. He's been a magician for this team so far in the tournament and excellent with the boot.
Sorry?
I totally agree. I've been impressed with our entire backline. Their ability to break away and make individual plays is amazing. Now today, we're going to need to pull together some good passes if we're going to get past the defense of this USA team.
Focus to the left a bit. Focus to the left. Hang a piece up. You can hang on a bit. Alright, let's go first.
As Jensfield's going to come off, it looks like we're going to check him for a HI. No? Nope, he's just out. That's it. Any kind of doubt, any kind of issue with a head injury, that's unfortunately his game done today, which good news for Jamaica because he was a real threat, especially in the line out. They've got to come up with a plan B for USA Southland.
I'm sure they have one.
Crouch! Bind!
So this is a Jamaica put in. We're deep into Jamaica territory, but it's their ball.
And again, the referee, Clifton Garrett, not happy with the position. He's going to tell those boys to keep square hips and listen for his cadence. Again, player welfare, top priority here in this U-19 tournament.
Yeah, as tournaments go, this one's been pretty light on the injuries.
Yes.
It's always a good thing. All of these things are actually tracked, and the statistics for everything on different levels of injuries and different levels of, even down to the statistics within the game, passing, kicking, points, all of that stuff.
Stop, Blue!
Now Jamaica come away with it. Oh, unfortunate bobble there. A lot of pressure. Did he manage to dot that down before being thrown out the back? That's the big question, I guess.
And again, the USA players think they have it.
Taking it back. Hang on.
But again, they're just cheering that positive defense there. But the push before the scrum really just put them under loads of pressure. As you look at the replay, they just bundle him out into touch.
Definitely already out.
Stand back on.
Ready!
Yes,
USA put in 5 meters from the line, and again they're going to try to get to that dangerous number 13, Jason Trevino.
Fine. Set.
Yeah, look at the connection between 10, 12, 13 for USA South. It's an interesting combo.
Please listen next time.
And again, USA just pushing a little more than the referee is comfortable with. And he's just going to reset the mark. And again, U19 rules, 1.5 meter shove. But as a front row player, Garvin, you really want to dominate your opposite number.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. I won't say anything.
Crouch. Fine.
Try to be diplomatic.
Set. Stop.
Oh, an 8-man goes around the corner. Cruzado. He going past one. That looks good. Cruzado's got himself on the scoreboard once again. He's had a phenomenal tournament. This kid has grown the last few years. You would not believe what he looked like a couple of years ago. Not the shape that he's in right now. He hit the gym and ate half a cow.
And again, we watch a pick and go from the back of the scrum there. Jamaica caught napping as they weren't able to stop the big man one-on-one as number 21. Jermaine Reed was just a little underweight to stop the big guy.
Well, this feels like deja vu. Looks like I'm watching the same game from yesterday. For the first few minutes of the game, we were down 10 points. So, yeah, it's a replay. Maybe we can find the formula right now. I see the boys in our huddle trying to discuss where we are going with this and how we're going to change the game plan.
There's a lot of very good energy in this Jamaica team. That's something I've taken away from this trip. Not just the individual kids, but the coaches themselves. Just the atmosphere and the environment around the kids. All of the people involved with the tournament, even all the way down to the ladies passing around the Jamaican patties. You know, it's just very good. Very good energy, and even in their songs. And now they've got a nice crowd behind them, which I'm sure they're going to start increasing the volume a little bit shortly.
Oh yeah, all it takes is one break or something and you'll see the Jamaican crowd come to life.
I'm waiting for it, exactly. Kick into the wind, but it falls short, it got hung up. So no success from the tee so far. Into this wind, it's strong.
again, Jamaica have excellent runners once they get the space and time. Again, look out for Deontay King, the number 13, to just use his speed and guile to just break the USA defense. But Mason Campbell is not the one you're going to take lightly as Jamaica restart from the half.
Nice deep kick, making use of that wind, almost on his try line, collecting that one. USA South fullback drives that one back to the halfway line. Not a bad kick at all.
LeBron Garvey picks up and runs across the pitch. No US defender has touched him so far. He's trying to get around the big boys. Finally pulled down by Cruzello.
First man.
Sharp work by McClavey. Probably learned that from his dad.
Absolutely, 110%. A good deep kick.
Number 5.
So just onto the 22 for that one.
5 is the number 5.
And again on that last play there, Garvey just run across the pitch, not taking it forward, losing his support in that case.
Would have been nice to see him straighten up a little bit and off, make a pass to the winger so we could get some forward movement. So that's a little bit of youth there and inexperience.
Yeah, just looking for a space, but not going in the right direction. So Mosey taking off the top to Austin. The big man Cruzado making that tackle earlier. Jamaica finally bringing him down. Nope, he's still going. Supported by McClevey.
Tackle!
And a Kalea in the back of that ruck as well. Cade Austin coming this side this time to the hooker. Going into contact. Jamaica looking to bring him down one more time.
Hands away now, hands away.
Working in pods now on this top side. Anna Kalea fakes outside, bumps one, and makes another 5 yards.
Rock, no hands.
Coming again, just like Pistons, one way and then the other, really keeping Jamaica on the toes either side of that ruck. A pick and goal this time. Dangerously close.
No, it's a rock, it's
Jamaica
a rock.
can't afford to let another one in at this stage of the game. Third pick and goal, this time held up very high. Great work defensively from Jamaica, turning those USA South guys onto their back.
Tackle, release now.
Looks like Cruzado in the bottom of that action. They continue with the phases of pick and go. And it's a try, USA South. 15 they've taken it to this time. There must have been at least 3 or 4, maybe 5 phases of simple pick and go. Prior to that, there was 3 or 4 phases of just a scrum half pop to a pod. Really simple forward work from USA South. Not pretty, but very effective.
As you see Charlie Taylor here just in the back end of that rock there, patiently waiting his turn, his bite of the cherry, and he was able to just touch it down on the line. 5 more points for USA.
The small USA contingent there in the stands, cheering and hollering with the cowboy hats, of course.
And again, great tactic by USA, just using the bigger bodies to just suck in more defenders and just taking away the speedsters from the outside and just leaving Jamaica.
Jerry, while I've got you here, I know you're an extremely busy person, possibly busier than me. I don't know if that's possible, but
Not really.
but talk me a little bit about the planning of this tournament so far. I mean, you've done a hell of a job firstly, and you weren't doing it alone. I won't give you all the credit, but yeah, tell me about how you got this set up and what do you see for the future.
Well, it was. It's always been a dream of. It's a dream of ours to host as many tournaments as we can, both development and we want to do sevens as well, beach, the whole works. Because I think Jamaica is an excellent destination and it's positioned very right for this region for teams to get to. It's a little easier to be here, you know. We have lots of activities outside.
It's a relatively central island for most of this region,
right? And that's why we think it's a good place. So forward movement will be more tournaments and. Hosting this one, my vice chair, Dr. Sharmila Rupchan Martin. She's the brains behind the operation for this one.
Okay, so she's the brains. You did a little bit of the work and made it look good.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, excellent.
What do you want? Kick again or scrum?
So while that was going on, we were just chatting quickly with Jerry. USA South did get the extra 2 points. Took it from 15 to 17-0. Looking dominant right now, the USA. Nothing fancy, it's all forward labour. Jamaican boys trying to absorb as much of this forward action as possible, it must be draining on the body and the mentality. You know, psychologically, it's got to be hard work just working backwards, and then you look up and there's another 280-pound kid running at you. No fun whatsoever.
Again, Nicholson there, just overcooking the kick, just gifting USA South a scrum on the halfway mark, and again another attacking platform for Volster and his boys.
Crouch.
Right on the halfway line here for this scrum.
Bind. Set. Hold.
Okay, Dawson with the put in. Clean out the back. Pick up from Cruzado. Working wide. Arteta steps inside. Steps another one. Looks for the offload. To Cruzado. Cruzado goes to ground. Support arriving. Second phase for them. There it is. Another pod coming through. Another front row forward trio coming to the rescue. The fly half now. Working to the wing. Patterson working hard, goes to ground hard as well at the 22. Again, that front row pod of the USA South. Very organised right now. They are big and they're strong, but they're going to get tired if they keep working them like this.
And again, tired bodies here, big collisions. Lots of boys on the floor here, and again it's tiring. 4 days of rugby here, and these boys are almost toasted with the amount of tackles they have been making so far in this first half.
This is hard work, playing defense at this level. We're going to have to just stay really low for these tackles going against these huge guys, and if we're not trying to poach that ball, we're not going to win it back. We're going to be absorbing more and more pressure as the game progresses, and as big as these boys are, and you expect them to get tired, if you're pounding people all day, you don't get tired.
It's a lot of fun pounding, right? I guess. It's getting pounded that is not so much fun.
No, it's not. I've been there. I'm a small player when I played, and I was being pounded by huge guys from Bermuda and Trinidad and Barbados when I played. Those guys were big. I got pounded. I had to take a lot of beatings.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to run backwards than it is to run forwards, I suppose.
Exactly, that's that.
We have reassignment a penalty over here.
So that's a nice crowd you've got out there, Jerry. I'm sure that it's been put out to all of the different social media platforms in the area. You've got a nice Kingston crowd here cheering the boys on.
Yeah, our rugby family is growing, and I must say, because of COVID and the absence of play, we've lost a lot of steam in how we were building and grinding, working hard to get things going. So this is a restart for us, really. So after this tournament, then we're soaring to new heights. We hope to get into a lot more schools. We're going to use the popularity we've gained from this tournament, and that has attracted quite a few interests. So we're looking at going into more schools across the island, stretching ourselves out a little bit. We have to do it systematically, because you need referees as well as coaches when you step outside of where the populace is.
Yeah.
So when we step out of Kingston now, we have to develop coaches and referees as we go, for the game to grow.
Absolutely, yeah. You've got to have a controlled growth. Otherwise, you'll have one area strong. That, like you say, the referees aren't there, then you can't have games. But if you've got kids, then what you got to do? You're going to have games without referees. That's not going to work.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Right. So we have to start.
So you're going to have to find someone organised to do that, Jerry.
Yes, I am.
I'm joking. You're doing a fantastic.
Thank you.
We're having a replay here of the score so far. USA South. Cruzado picking from the back of the scrum here, taking 2 to take him down, but was futile as he scored over the line. And again, another try coming here from the number 2, Taylor, just adding the score and taking it along to 17 points to 0 in favour of the USA South.
There's an injury down over there, unfortunately. There's going to wheel it out just for precautions. Good view of the probably quite happy USA coaches. The other bench probably not so happy over in Jamaica, the Jamaican side. Want to get things moving relatively quickly.
I want to tell you something, Gavin. I'm sitting here watching this game, and what a lot of people don't know is that the last time Jamaica played in this tournament, we were not in the finals. We were nowhere near the finals.
So what you're saying is the game has developed a lot in Jamaica, and you've managed to reach the final.
We have an under-19 team here that's competing with the top team in this tournament. We have already won this for us, because we have seen the growth of our team from where they were, finishing last or second to last in the tournament, all the way up to the final, the cup final. So my boys can hold their heads up real high.
Absolutely, it's a big step up. I think Mexico won it. USA, I think they beat USA in the final, and I think that's shocked a lot of people. I think USA were favourites back then at that time. Mexico actually ended up winning it. Mexico have come in with a very young team this year.
Yes.
But Jamaica, true to what you said, they've developed well, and I think maybe helps with having a 16th man over there on the sideline. That crowd, has definitely helped them along. And even in the first couple of games, I saw a lot of the kids speaking with family, maybe from different parts of the island, or maybe the boys from abroad have come, and the family, local family, have come to see them. Probably haven't seen them in years. I got that's the vibe that I got when I was walking out of the stadium last few days ago. Auntie probably getting a picture with the nephew and her sisters back in the UK or whatever. Interesting.
The stories are amazing. We had a couple of boys come in from the UK. One child had not seen his dad since he was probably 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, he was probably 4 or 5 years old. He hadn't seen his dad because his dad was in the UK and then he left. And he just got to see him when he came back.
Damn, okay, nice story. Who's the lady on screen right now? I know she's involved with you guys a lot.
This lovely lady is Juliette Rose. She's our first female referee ever in Jamaica.
Oh, no way. Interesting.
Yes,
she lives in Orlando now.
She lives in Orlando. She came down for the tournament and she's been running around here trying to help with everything. I told her, go relax and enjoy the games, girl.
Because I've bumped into her a few times. I'm horrible with names. I'll never remember names. But I see her every time I've been around these tournaments. She always pops up. And now that's great. Now I know who she is exactly.
Yeah, man,
excellent.
Yeah,
so the first female referee in Jamaica.
First
awesome.
ever. Juliette Rowe. Amazing.
Juliette Rowe. Good stuff.
And still loves it and wants to be so involved. All right, we have the player coming out, so we're about to restart.
That's excellent. So USA South look like they're taking, what was our situation? So this must be a penalty here from inside the 22. Sorry, I'm discombobulated, forgot where we were. So we're at a rugby game in Jamaica. Cool. So we've got the number 10, Quinn Vorster, about to take this kick. He's been very good all week, but only 1 out of 3 so far today. Good kick this time. Very good kick.
I'm back on the restart there. Vorster just putting the kick over there, just pushing USA South 3 points ahead.
Kicked it all the way over the camera scaffolding as well by the looks of it. That ball didn't come down.
And again, so far, the powerful running of the fours are working for them, and they still have number 16, the big Gosi Mosey, to come on. Multiple try scores so far in this tournament.
We've just taken out the big strong 8-man, Luis Cruzado. I'm not sure if he was injured or tired or what, but give him a break. Gianni Mosi, he's smaller of the Mosi brothers, but very powerful and very quick, playing at flanker today. Substitute 8-man coming in there.
And again, it takes a lot of Jamaican bodies to take down these USA South boys as the referees playing advantage.
Gone for the offside. Cade Austin now with the ball. Carrying forward very well, big Jacob Seiler. Austin looking for his next pod of players.
Excellent pick up by the big man there, literally on the floor, picked it up on the go, and great skill by the big man.
Cade Austin sees a little space and goes through it. It's hauled down. Forwards are coming to the rescue. Pick and goal there. They've lined themselves up. There'll be another quick pick and goal coming right now, I'd imagine. Clifton didn't like something in there. So we'll get a penalty for a high tackle.
And the referee just managing the game there, just letting the boys know that too many of those.
Yeah, this referee is doing an amazing job with controlling this game.
Numbers.
Yeah, Clifton's been solid all week, to be honest. He's a very calming voice on the field.
Line out. 5.
So that's going to be a line out. They're just inside, ways inside now the 22 of Jamaica. It'll be a USA South ball.
And Charlie Taylor, the number 2 for USA, has been solid with his lineouts all tournament long. And again, we can see a successful throw here going to happen.
Mosi taking off the top to a maul this time. A rapid movement, equal to the one earlier.
It's a scrum.
And USA taking the ball into the maul there. The referee wasn't pleased with it not coming out, so it'll be a scrum to Jamaica deep inside their 22-meter line, and they're going to look for a clearance kick from the number 15, Mason Campbell, to just ease the pressure slightly.
Yeah, Mason Campbell has been subdued in this first half so far, but if he can start getting boot to ball with the wind behind him, things might turn around for Jamaica, I feel. You can see the USA South guys on the, if you have a wide shot, the USA South guys are spread all the way into their half. There's a big gap between those back three and the defensive line. That's going to make things interesting. That's where Jamaica can find space.
And Jamaica missing a key player, the number 1, Kai Ditton, just out injured for this one. As you see the chip over the top from Jamaica, collects it back, using their speed to advantage. Great ankle tackle, textbook tackle by the fullback.
Yes, phenomenal tackle. Really impressive. That ball was out. No, he says. Wow, exactly what we were looking for there. A little dink over in that big space. They were expecting the longer kick.
Numbers.
And Jamaica with their tails up and into the USA South half.
5.
And again, if you look at the replay there, Campbell just putting it over the back, just into the space. USA sitting a little too deep, picked up by Hines, and Hines dispatched 2 tackles before excellent cover tackle by the number 15, Carson Richards.
Step 1.
An avid hunter and plays his rugby at the University of Tennessee. Hunting down Jamaicans today. Great cover tackle.
Yes.
Oh, and a nice steal there from Gianni Mosi. Keaton McCleaver moving forward, breaks one tackle, nice stiff arm, goes to contact on the second man. Support arriving. Oh, loose ball, scooped up. Good pressure from Jamaica. Anakalea, barnstorming run, bumps one, takes a couple with him. Now they're working with the backs. Patterson, nice little fake to go, manages to get it out now. Arteta steps inside again. He's quick. This kid's got a 4.4 40-meter sprint skills, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing player.
And into the hand of Cody Taylor. He's difficult to take down. USA tried to attack the short side.
Guys, he's down for a bit. Time off.
And again, we seem to have another player that's short as the referee stops the clock.
Maybe we can have a look at that last sequence of play from USA South. It was solid, working different phases, keeping it unpredictable for the Jamaican defence and eventually working out wide.
As you look at the replay there, Foster.
Nice from Patterson and a little offload. That step in from Arteta with another step. Not all the fast players are from Jamaica, Jerry.
Oh, absolutely not. Sometimes we go on the world circuit and get smoked, so we understand that. But we're going to get faster, don't worry. We'll bring in some of those guys you see running on the track to come play some rugby.
Absolutely, that's the best way, mate. Get some converts and then start developing the youth at the same time. It's a good combination.
It's an overarching plan. We want to get them on the pitch with us, and we believe that, especially the women. We have the fastest women in the world. We're going to try and pinch a few of those.
That would be nice. That makes complete sense because they're always on the the track and field ladies at 100 and 200, even 400 meters. Those with maybe better lungs at the 400, they're perfect for rugby.
Trust me, we have one or two that have come over. Lovell Evans is a crossover, and so we
she was phenomenal this week, by the way. Lovell Evans, really enjoyed watching her play.
Yeah, and she just came in at the last minute. Actually, she was busy doing other things, and coach called her up and said, "Hey, we're gonna need you." So,
and she obviously, for your country, you'd pretty much do anything, right?
That's right. And the player got up, so it's pretty good. Glad to see that.
That's excellent.
No, they were. It was a rock.
Glad to see that.
It was a rock, yeah. They were.
How popular is basketball in Jamaica?
It's very popular. It's very popular.
So I'm thinking for your second row forwards, back row forwards, that's where you can go and get some really good crossovers. Had a little bit of success with it over in the USA. Get the basketball players that have got a bit of an edge to them, don't mind a bit of violence, then get them into the rugby. Their ball handling skills are perfect. They understand the concept of passing into a space which you want to run onto, and they've got the height, which is obviously
exactly what we need.
A needed item, right?
Yep.
So we're going to get back underway in just a second. They've got a scrum set up just outside the 22 of Jamaica with Cade Austin's going to be putting the ball in. There's Gozi Mosi, scored multiple tries this competition. He's itching to get back on the field.
And again, it's amazing for the Jamaican boys, as most of these boys are making their Jamaican debut in this tournament. So we can see good positive growth from these boys in the years to come.
Forster's gone. He's away on his own. He's managed to get hauled down. Good work from the Jamaica fullback. And there's the USA fullback picking up the ball. Now they're going to go back to the pick and go, but they've got the right amount of support there. It's stabilised a little. Got a better view on the screen. Hooker is underneath all of that. We've got a pick up on this near side. Good work from the forwards, keeping it nice and tight. He's gone on his own this time. That's when you start to lose the ball. Got to be careful with it. Getting held up there. Continuing with the pick and go. It's never often pretty when you start doing this, but it's often effective, especially with the weight of the USA South. Oh, now they've worked outside. There's a bit of space here. Can he get over in the corner? Yes, he can. Jason Trevino receiving the ball from Vorster to dot it over. Very good carrier of the ball.
And again, Trevino very silent in this game. He is normally a lot more active, but the big boys are in charge. As you see, the number 10 Vorster calling for the ball there and just popping the number 13 Trevino into space. Try time USA.
You have to give it up to USA for this well-worked play, pulling the back line into the rocks that were being the pick and goes. And once they pulled them in and let that ball go, they had so much space outside. So that's a well-worked play.
All it takes is a scrum half or an inside centre to realise, hey, the forward need a little help, and all of a sudden there's only two guys outside to deal with the entire back line.
Exactly. And that was well worked. Good systems being run here by USA.
Absolutely, they are very detail oriented. They're in the same hotel as me, and they do get together quite often. They have these little managers meetings, not long meetings. Kids don't have long attention spans, so there's no point in lecturing them for 3 hours. They get them together. They have 30 minutes together, 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe, and then boom, next subject. Or go have breakfast, or go, let's have a quick session, whatever it might be. Dip in the pool, and then come back or do something else later. And I think that's how they've packed all the information into the boys this week.
You make a good point, Gavin, that how to manage youngsters in this setting, an athletic setting, a team nature. And you're talking about the attention spans, brilliant point. We can't treat them the same way as we treat adult athletes.
Absolutely, yeah. They'll easily be distracted for any other reason anyway, so especially if they're on in a nice place like Jamaica. It's in their head, it's on a half a vacation maybe, it's having some fun, go in the pool. Well, back underway, nice little juke step, and the try scorer going forward again. He's got his tail up now, give him some adrenaline after that try. But USA South go into that pick and go immediately. It's just easy yards for them. Cade Austin digging it out this time. A deeper pass, looking to work with the backs now. Patterson, a jinky back, plays scrum half for his local club at Boca Raton in Florida.
Still advantage to blue.
And the forwards start working again.
And again, great purchase by the number 3 there, Connor Devos. USA looked up, used the pod look again. This time, great play back out to number 13, and he has been everything now. He's had his tail up, and USA step 1, step 2. He's into the tackle there, and the referee's going to stop the proceedings.
Great work from Gianni Mosi stepping inside a couple of players, but
Please tell me the number. Please tell me the number.
that was a little high. Going to find himself in trouble.
19, you said. Number 19, please.
We don't want to see it go down. Don't want to see Jamaica go down in numbers, because that's just not going to help the cause. But it's just yellow. Okay, that's not too bad.
Time is still off, guys.
And again, just the play again, a little too excited on the play there. No mitigation involved there. He could have gotten himself lower and just pulled him at the neck there. Dangerous play by the youngster. USA South leads 25 points to 0, and now Jamaica have a man down, just going to make this comeback a little more difficult.
Yep, an uphill task just became steeper.
But again, great work by these young men, make it all the way to the finals, exceeding expectations, and again they can take some positive away from this tournament so far.
Totally agree with what you say. They came together on Sunday from all over the world. They did an amazing job this week, and to go up against a well-trained machine like this, they're doing okay as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. And there's a few beaten bodies out there. You're a couple of guys short as well, Jamaica. It's, I know there was one lad walking around on crutches who I know is one of the key players. He was out there for the national anthem. Kai Ditton, was it? Yeah. Yeah, he was a really good player throughout this tournament. Unfortunately, he couldn't make the final.
And again, he'd be surely missed, as the big body of Ditton would have needed to help combat against the likes of Cruzado and all of them.
So Taylor to put in for this line out. Gianni Mosi recovering from that big hit and taking the line out well.
It's available.
Working a pick and go. Taylor, the hooker, he's got across the line and shoved back. Good work, Jamaica.
And again, Gavin, nothing can stop Jamaican pride, blue and gold.
It's short, it's short!
As they defend the try line with their life. Great stretch by the number 20, Nick Devotee, and he's on the scoreboard for the USA South.
Another well-worked try from USA. That pick and go is working really well for these guys, using their weight advantage.
And again, Jamaica just not moving off the try line there, just showing a bit of sunlight there, and the USA South player was able to stick it through the legs of the defender there. An extra 5 points for the team.
But the Jamaica boys will learn from these things and realise they've got to get lower, they've got to get right down, hands on the line, literally just got to put their body there, get the shoulder underneath the ball. It's the only way you're going to stop that.
And again, just 4 minutes and a half, USA South lead 30 points to 0 with a kick to come. And going into the break, the USA coach needs to talk to the boys to prevent a cricket score from happening.
The USA South have managed to silence that crowd. I'm waiting for Jamaica to do something special and change it around. It'll be a big hit, a kick, a try, something.
He said cricket score. Listen, I've gotten a few cricket scores against me playing for Jamaica in the past, so when you say it, you brought back some memories.
Jerry just cracks up laughing after that comment.
6.
And again, conversion scored by Voster, and again, excellent from the boot.
You want to say something?
Leading the score up 32 points to 0. And again, speaking of cricket scores, I mean, over the years, every player at some point in their career must have got a thumping from the opposition.
Yeah. Character building.
Stay behind. Yeah.
So Jamaica to get them back underway again. Good kick, good height, good take. Tip tackle, but put down safely. Great work from the Jamaica defence. That's free. I believe Jamaica come away with that ball. Working to the top side. Nice step. Loose ball comes from there. There'll be a couple of knock-ons in there. I'm sure Clifton will figure it out. It's going to go the way of Jamaica.
And again, Jamaica now breaking into USA's south half of the pitch. And they're going to have a great attacking platform with the scrum. And again, we're going to look for the magician, that is Mason Campbell, to pull something out of the hat.
Yeah, Mason Campbell is a very useful player, but he needs the ball in his hand if you're going to make use of him. This is what the coaching staff for Jamaica are looking for. He can get the ball in hand, he can cut up the line, he can pass well, he kicks well. Gotta get the ball in his hand.
And again for Jamaica, look out for the nippy number 9, Jacob Nicholson. He needs to get himself a little more involved and just link up with his teammates.
We need to fill it.
And again, they need to put all 6 in this scrum.
Time back on.
The Jamaican team, a man in the bin.
Crouch. Bind.
Didn't like it in the front row there. Something not sitting right.
And again, a quiet hush in the crowd at the moment, Garvin. Jamaica need the crowd to help spark the boys on, just give them that extra confidence and boot for playing at home.
I spoke about it before.
So referee Clifton did not like something Jamaica was doing in the front of that scrum, unfortunately. So free kick to USA, tapped, and they're working with their forwards. The hooker, Taylor, going forward, rangy run. A lot of forwards in there. And coming in from the side, really, to pick up that ball, the Jamaican 3. Just saw the ball bobbling around there. If you could help him go grab it, and he had to work it through the gate to get that ball. Forster with a big kick this time into the wind, landing in the Jamaica crowd.
And again, USA with a man advantage right now.
Guys, 5.
They're going to try back with the same tactic. If it's broke, don't fix it, and they're going to be using their big boys again.
You in the 5?
And again, great line-out work, great set piece at the line-outs for these boys here. Taylor doing an excellent job of keeping it down the middle in this windy conditions.
Yeah, with Genfold going off early in the game, I was thinking to myself, well, maybe they've run out of options at the line-out, but it seems like Gianni Moss is doing a great job getting up and collecting that ball. That one wasn't straight though, so now Jamaica got an opportunity.
One line out. Come line out again.
Commentators curse there, but just praising the excellent throwing. And again, probably this is what Jamaica needs, a bit of luck on their side to really get back in this game, scoring one before the half to get their tails up.
I'll keep throwing those out for Jamaica, no problem.
Keep doing it, Gavin. I love it.
They called it. It's fine. That's fine.
I was surprised Jamaica took the throw in this one and not the scrum.
Yeah, I think they could. Well, potentially they could do better with the scrum, but maybe they've got confidence. I like that. At least they've got confidence in their line out and their ability. Almost that time, but there you go. It's worked out for them. They've managed to take that ball. The sport arrived quickly. Now they're going forward. Big hit from USA. Aggressive at the ruck from Silla. And the Jamaican boys get some organisation. Just need to slow it down a little bit, calm themselves.
Back.
Jamaica enjoying some sort of possession here. The crowd is starting to get fired up.
That's what's needed. And a big boot box kick over the top. Nicely placed. There's 3 USA South players up. And the Jamaican comes away with it. That's the number 14.
Hines being chased all the way, and he won't be stopped. Try time, Jamaica.
Excellent work from Jamaica, finally getting over the line. An excellent box kick, and that's what they were looking for to get the crowd off their feet.
And again, great vision there. Dinking it over the top of the defense there to release the runners, and Jamaica going to the half. As you look at the replay there, nice high kick. 3 USA South tried to compete, but fell into the hands of Hines, and he won't be stopped going up the try line. Valiant effort by Jamaica, Matthew Arteta, to try and stop the try.
And the kick is good, phenomenal kick. Great stuff from Mason Campbell, and that's why he's there. He's going to slot those over if you give him the opportunity.
And again, that's a big confidence booster Jamaica needed going into the break. They're just 7 points better for them, just closing in on the score, and this could be a tale of two halves for Jamaica.
I'm hoping it will be. That was exciting, I cannot lie. It was thrilling to see us get a break from that. So we know we can take this. We can take this. Let's have a good second half.
Still in the game, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
I've seen bigger comebacks.
We're still in the fight.
Good height on that one. I don't think it's going to go 10 though. Now it's 10. Big contact. Rollins goes to ground. Support arrived a little bit late, and McLeavy gets his hands on the ball again.
And again, coming to the end of the first half here, Jamaica just got the tails up with that try there, but USA South trying to pop it back in and close the score before the half, and Volster's going to try a long range effort from the corners.
No 10.
Not much more in this first half here, and again the Jamaican coach will be looking at tactics as how to change this match in the favor of the local team.
If I was coaching, I would kind of ask them, what do you want to do for the second half? I would just basically say, what do you want to do? How do you want to do this? And let them tell me. And then I would say, hey, listen, let's go have some fun.
Absolutely.
And just go out there and just really enjoy the game and share the ball with each other and have some fun.
Exactly.
We have systems already. We've done the hard work. Let's just enjoy ourselves and finish this out.
You'll probably find that if they start enjoying themselves, those systems will come naturally anyway.
Exactly. And that's what rugby is about. The resilience and then that fun factor. You got to put the fun in there.
Absolutely. Just pushed away. That means that ball's live, because that was a penalty kick. They've got the wind behind them. The scrum half, Austin, goes into a heavy contact. Big tackle from Jamaica. And they've taken the ball as well, because the ball arrived late. And Jamaica getting their tail up right before the end of the first half.
And again, Jamaica is just going for the territory, popping the big boot down into the USA South half of the pitch.
Yeah, so just now the ball bounce 9 and went over the
As Jamaica get the extra player back on the pitch.
Yeah, time was expired, but it was after penalty, so
Jamaica back up to their full complement, 15 apiece. And after scoring the try with a man down, we can expect more to happen just before the break.
It's not a done deal, this game, ladies and gentlemen. There's plenty of time left to play. Jamaica aren't going to give up and roll over for sure.
Especially not at home.
Exactly, with that crowd behind you. Good line out, Jamaica. They can come away with this. Campbell throwing it out wide. They've got an overlap here. Running out of real estate. Nice little pop inside. LeBron Garvey carrying the ball to ground. Oh, and a nice little skip through from Campbell, that man again. Big counter ruck attempt. Ball saved, that's good. Massive contact, Anakalela. There was an offside though on, must have been the number 5 over there on the far side. But a massive contact there by Anakalela. Oh my god, I felt that over here.
And again, loads of extra time in this game so far.
Time has expired. Points. They have no shot.
And again, Mason Campbell is going to try to pinch down this lead. Again, he has a big boot and very accurate, and he's just going to try to put an extra 3 points in before the break.
You've still got the wind behind you. May as well. You've got the wind behind you at this point. And in 10 minutes from now, he's not going to have the wind behind him. So he's going to have a bash. He may as well be now.
Might as well. And he's a great kicker.
He's good.
And this is lined up directly in front of the
I think he
post.
kicked one similar to this yesterday or the day before. I can't remember.
It was more in the corner.
Yeah. On Friday it must have been. He's definitely got some talent, this kid. When does he finish high school? Does he need a university education?
I know you got to try and pitch it.
I'd love to have him at St. Thomas University there in Miami. A handy player to have. Great kick, Mason Campbell knocks one over for 3 points. Jamaica are absolutely still in this game. If they can come out in the second half, ladies and gentlemen, with this kind of ferocity and another 10 points early, this game's wide open. This game is wide open. Your thoughts of the first half?
And again, it was basically this first half was split in two. USA somehow holding all the possession, for 3/4 of the first half, but Jamaica coming in the back end there, scoring quick 10 points to close the deficit with the second half to come.
Have to give it up to the resilience of these kids.
Absolutely. USA South 32, Jamaica 10, all to play for. We're going to be back in just a few minutes. ladies and gentlemen. Gaffer McLeavy here, joined with Jerry. Jerry, an absolute pleasure having you here. This score currently 32-10. Not looking amazing for Jamaica, but there's been some good highlights for us to watch, entertaining for the crowd.
Yeah, there are lots of highlights to watch, and I'm taking away a lot from this game. So just from the kickoff here,
big collisions in the air as well, but the athleticism of the Jamaican boys, they're always going to get into the air. But the USA South guys really liking to work on the ground.
Ground and pound game is on point from USA, putting us under extreme pressure and scoring from almost every drive.
Anna Kalea from Lindenwood University scoring that one. Big Luis Cruzado going around the corner, the number 8 man for USA South dotting on that corner. Another angle, just aiming at the winger. Big mismatch.
Big mismatch indeed. Big, literally.
The young hooker going over there, number 2. The kicks have been solid. Jamaica have had their opportunities though. This one was beautiful.
Listen, and the awareness of our fullback to just chip that ball over, that for me is the IQ of a real the superstar rugby player, high performance.
A lot of potential from Mason Campbell. I agree. Yeah. He's been great all week.
Definitely.
Another dotted over try from the USA South on those pick and goes.
And here we have that turning point in the game where a nice high kick resulted in a scrappy pick up, Jamaica running away with the score.
Good attempt to cover tackle from Arteta, but unsuccessful. Great try, Jamaica. And they've digged a few over as well. Mason Campbell getting that one from distance. Phenomenal work. Both teams playing really well. The weather's good. Jamaica's great. The crowd is here. The music's up. Everyone's having a good time.
And the vibe is right.
It's Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Crowd are on their feet, giving us their moves. Let's throw down to the interviews on the sideline and see how it's going at halftime.
Dr. Martin, hosting an event like this must be something that you cherishes. What does it mean to you?
This is actually an absolutely fantastic experience for me. Being a university setting, what this tournament has allowed me to do is to actually integrate academics and give my students real life experience. So my students who are doing their masters in sports medicine are all out here covering the tournament. They were all certified just before the start of the tournament. I have students from sport business management that have been out interacting with the teams, collecting data. So it really is a fantastic opportunity for us to have been able to host this tournament here.
Juliet, what do you think about the officiating in this entire tournament? Of course, we know that you're the first female rugby referee in Jamaica. So what's your assessment of the officiating here?
Basically, everybody doing good so far. I mean, it really blew my mind to see what's happening now, because in my days it was like, you know, not so smooth sailing. Coming here today from the week start and see them have a smooth sailing referee thing, it's really blew my mind, encouraging me to want to step back on the field every day. So I'm going back on the field pretty soon. As I get home, I'm on the field back again.
And we're back here for second half action here in the men's gold medal match. USA South versus Jamaica. USA South leads 32 points to 10 over their Jamaican counterparts. I'm Kelson Figueroa here, and we're back here with Garvin McClevey and Jerry from the Rugby Union.
Kelson, thank you, mate. Looking forward to getting this second half underway here in sunny Kingston, Jamaica.
Feel my heart, feel my heart.
Pumping hard, it's pumping. Mason Campbell, a hint of offside there, but wasn't called. He's got the ball. Nice little offload out the back door.
Johnson Campbell, the try scorer, they're just picking up from the pass there, and Jamaica deep inside USA South 22, pushing quickly off the half. And again, that talk from the coach did wonders for the Jamaican team.
Absolutely, coming out all cylinders firing right now. Gianni Mosi trying to settle things down for the USA South. They'll slow the pace a little. McClevey picks and goes. He's got support with him, dragged back by the Jamaicans. Big counter ruck as well from Jamaica. Balls come to them. Great work from Jamaica.
And the ball goes to King. King runs back into trouble. Sees on the short side. The big four there bumping, takes 4 or 5 blue shirts to take him down. And again, isolated at the breakdown. USA turned the ball over. The referee right on top of things as Foster's ready with ball in hand to clear his lines.
So referee Clifton taking control of that and gives the USA South to clear their line a little bit. Good kick, a little short of the 50.
And as you watch the replay there, the player just a bit isolated. USA South quicker to the breakdown.
And he wasn't releasing the ball. That's what the kick was for USA South.
I'm just here thinking what it would have done to these fans if we had just come out at the start and just scored that drive.
That's what definitely the guys were thinking of. They wanted to get the crowd behind them. If they get a score early, then the tide might turn. Mosi, good collect off the top again.
Again, knock on by the substitute, number 16, Gozi Mosey. Normally he snatched on to those things, but I guess he was seeing a lot of glory before he even caught it.
Yeah, I think that it came from the Jamaica pressure. Defensive line from Jamaica came up quickly.
And this is a time in the game now where the psychology of it comes in, your mental strength. A team that's up by so much can relax, even though they think they're okay and they're playing to their game, they can relax. And that's when the team that's losing will come at you and keep coming and get the better of you.
Absolutely, Jamaica are going to want to come back into this game strong early in the second half.
Nicholson with the put-in.
Set.
Big push from the USA South. The stop though, they're only have to go a metre and a half. Jamaica looking to work out wide. This is where they can find some space. Good tackle though, USA South. Ball's out, and he walked around the outside. No, it wasn't. According to Clifton.
And again, that player number 10 was definitely outside. He was peeping at the ball from the side there. As we see in the replay there, Deontay King just going by himself, and as we see from the breakdown, never got back onside. Excellent work by the referee.
Yep. And the ball was not out because his hand was still on top of it.
And again, Mason Campbell going to try to add some extra points on the board and keep the momentum in the Jamaican favor.
Kick us back into this game.
As you look from this angle, slightly to the right. Easy kick for a kicker of his caliber. Push it slightly to the outside, as you see.
USA South with the ball at the 22. Clearing kick there. Hell of a kick with the wind behind him. And beyond the 50 at least.
Great clearing kick there after the catch by McLeavy.
Numbers,
McLeavy
goal.
take it to the 22-meter line, and the big boot of Worcester just gave a lot more purchase into the Jamaican half of the field.
Unfortunate. Solid kick wasn't going to get over those sticks from that distance with this wind.
Concerns look from the Jamaican coach there, just talking to his assistant there, trying to get the right formula to continue knocking at the USA door.
He's not the only one that's concerned.
But Jamaica have got a line out here. Another steal from Mosi. However, it's knocked on by the scrum half, Cade Austin. Ball just bobbled at his feet off that steal.
Scrum, guys.
As we see a substitution here for Jamaica, it's Amir Johnson, number 22, coming onto the pitch. And again, Jamaica is switching speed for more speed.
Yeah, this is a local grown talent right here. I've discovered him he turned up fast.
Proud. Bind. Set. Stop.
Jamaica coming away with that one clean. Campbell chips over. There's only a full back there. Very capable though. Nice little step. Finally brought down. Support arrives. Working with the pods. Anakalila driving forward, carries them to the 50. Finally to the ground. There's Jamaica bodies on the wrong side. They got the ball out clean though. Loose ball here. Putting themselves under pressure. USA South.
And again, we must commend the fitness of these athletes out here, playing 3 days of rugby in such a short space of time.
Massive counter up there from Jamaica just before the ball was released. But a big kick into the 22. Now Tata making the tackle, but he manages the offload. Good work from Jamaica there. McLeavy making the tackle to another offload. Mosi, a big hit.
Alright, okay, alright.
Big hit, but didn't have the ball in hand.
I'm off.
And as we look at the replay there, it's firmly met by the USA South player. Jamaica on the counter attack. And again, big hit by the number 16, Gozi Mosi.
He had his hand out to catch it. Mosi didn't give him a chance to catch it.
Without the ball, it's a penalty. It's a tackle without the ball.
So a penalty for a tackle without the ball.
Tackle without the ball.
Jamaica playing quickly. Another hit from the other Mosi this time. And then he's finally got to that one.
Vantage high.
High tackle on Garvey.
Lower, guys, lower.
And again, tackle, no seatbelt tackle will be allowed. And a seatbelt tackle by definition is one hand over the shoulder and one by the hips.
Yeah, the first contact was good, but the second contact when he went again wrapped around the top.
Numbers, guys.
Great touch finder by Nicholson. Kicking against the wind. As you watch the flags in the background, they're just blowing very heavily. Can't determine which direction is blowing. It just seems to be swirling. And again, these are nightmares for lineouts and kickers.
Yeah, I'm looking at different flags, and certain flags are pointing in one direction, and different flags are pointing in another direction. I guess that's why they call it the bowl, right? The Mona Bowl.
It all swirls around in here.
Jamaica here throwing in this line out.
What fields to get us started? Jamaica packing up wide for the attack.
There was a steal in there, but was it bobbled forward? Yes, it was. Gianni Mosi having some success at stealing, but not having success when the ball's going down. It gets knocked forward at that stage, and then it'll be a Jamaica scrum.
Yeah, from here on in, I would love to just see Jamaica call for a scrum each time, so we can pull them in and use our back line.
Absolutely, agreed there. Got to release the talent, use your strengths.
And again, Jamaica with a 22-point deficit, 10 minutes into the second half. And again, never to say never for these young men, as they showed extreme determination and heart so far.
Backwards.
Looking for some grass back there. The fullback takes it. The tackle made. Passed to Mosi. Looking for his back line. Good carry forward and a good tackle from Jamaica.
Advantage to blue.
Now they're going to play out wide. There's that man. He's got a good step on him as well. Trevino working to the centre and a good tackle from Jamaica one more time. There's that big man Mosi. Bumps one, turns, looks for support. Patterson now slips out wide. The winger steps in.
Advantage over.
Nathan Williams controlling the ball well. There's a pod coming from USA South to pound through the edge of that ruck again.
Good work, 12. Back.
Austin looking for pod number 2, and here it is in the form of Anakalea.
Again, great passes play by USA South, running out from the 22-meter line into Jamaican territory. And just as we said it, Trevino knocks it on in the corner, in the top of the screen there.
Good set of phases from USA South before working it wide.
And again, the forwards giving all the work for Jamaican defense there. They just don't have an antidote for that virus.
Some big impacts in this game today. His bodies are going to be hurting on the way home next week.
You know what's funny, Gavin? You don't feel anything when you're playing. Nothing. You just play. It's the day after.
For these guys, it's the day after. For me and you, it's 3, 4, 5, 6 days after.
And 7 and 8.
McLeavy goes on the short line, bumps the winger, gets pulled down around about the 22.
He's outside. He came from behind.
Working their pods well, USA South. Big collisions again. Pushed the ball out. Got the full back and a big collision there. Great tackle from the number 5, Jonathan Barnes of the Hurricanes Rugby Club.
Ball passed back to Taylor. Taylor doing all the bully work, but snatched up by Jamaica. Counter attack. Rugby at its finest, and Jamaica's off for the races. It's Johnson Hines looking on the outside, finally pulled down, and Nicholson tried to release the Jamaican. Tons of players on the opposite side of the pitch. If he can get them out.
Good job.
Jamaica now with their tails up, looking to find more space. Big hit right in the middle of the park there.
And again, just dragging the ball out as he keeps the breakdown there.
Multiple bodies for USA South in amongst that ruck. They've gone with the 2-man pick and go, trying to regain some possession.
Picked up by Mosey Gozi there.
McLeavy this time around the other corner.
Tackle, release goal, release.
And they keep just pummeling the fringe of this ruck.
Stay, don't move goal.
Now the scrum half's in looking for a pod. Mosey's going it alone. They break the 50. This is what's working for the USA South. Now they're going to work with the backline again. Patterson to Trevino. He steps inside, steps again. Steps another one. He's broken through somehow. He's only got one man to beat. Excellent tackle, Jamaica, right on the 22.
No legs.
And the supports arrived well and quickly. Long looping pass to the wing. He does manage to reel it in. There's not much support over there though.
Sorry.
And he's found a little gap, he's gone through it. Now he's waiting for his support.
No hands.
And again, Jamaica defense being tested heavily by the big USA South forwards, just milking yards forward here.
And the pick and go starts again. USA South, it's working for them, so they keep doing it. Mosi with a little pass. McLeavy pops one out, the winger's going over in the corner, surely. Yes, nice hands. The Okapi combination allowing the number 14 to get across. Nathan Williams in the corner.
And as you watch the replay here, the big body of Gozi fooled them with it this time and just moved the ball, and silky hands from McLeavy out to the winger for trying the corner.
Good try, USA South. Nathan Williams has been quiet, but that's a solid one. He was playing well over here in this the other half of the field as well. Pops up in the corner later on through those phases. Good try from USA Rugby.
Gotta give some credit to this Jamaica team, boy. I'm feeling so good about their effort. They're fighting for every inch. They're doing it.
They're putting their bodies on the line. The Trevino break over here and brought down the 22. At that point I'd backed Trevino. He'd gone past so many on it to meet the fullback. The fullback literally throwing his head into the spokes to stop that one.
Just stopped him like dead in tracks. Amazing work by our fullback.
That's no. When I get there, I'll tell you. Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
USA hold 37-10 lead with a kick to come. Excellent strike. It sounded sweet off the boot, and Foster has another 2 points to the score. It's 39-10. Now USA over Jamaica.
Great kick.
Time is off. Rob, please tell them the ambulance is going. We need to stop. Yeah, I didn't want to shout. It's keep my voice. Yeah, so keep
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just getting some information regarding medical. There's 2 ambulances at the field. Both of them have to leave and transport some relatively minor injuries. So for that, we're not allowed to continue playing without an ambulance being here, obviously. There's an emergency. So we're going to pause the game briefly. We'll be back very shortly. Stay with us, because this game's got plenty to play. But we'll be back in a few minutes. Maybe we can cut to break. All right, let's go to break. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Gavin here, just to explain the situation. We're about halfway through the second half of this game between USA South and Jamaica. We had to stop the game briefly because the ambulances had to transport a couple of young lads to the hospital, so we could not continue with the footage with the game until an ambulance was on scene here for any further potential incidents. So that was the reason, but it looks like everything's back to normal now. They sent an ambulance to us and it's already at the stadium, so we should be able to get going in a few seconds. We're just waiting on the sideline manager.
And again, Gavin, great work by these athletes out there, USA South with a commanding lead, and great work by the likes of Foster, the number 13, Trevino, as well as great work from the number 7, Peter McClevey. And how do you feel as a proud dad and coach about that?
Yeah, he's been working hard this last year especially, but for many years he's been playing rugby, and I think he's finally clicked and he's figured it out, and he knows his body a little bit better. So yeah, becoming quite an athlete, much better than his father, that's for sure. That's at the same age. If you ever meet his father, I mean, pass the message on.
All good, guys.
Clifton Garrett back to restart here after the break. The short break. Jamaica with the kickoff.
And USA South managed to take that in, grasp it out of the air.
The try scorer Taylor takes it up a couple of meters, and he's been good today as well.
Phenomenal. Fly half directed traffic. Well, there's Trevino. Looking to release Arteta. Let's see Arteta. My stepson. I'm not claiming all of these children, but he is my girlfriend's son.
All right, relax.
So your son is in this game, your stepson is in this game, your niece, your nephew,
numbers,
your uncle.
I just brought everybody. There's literally 5 kids on there that I've personally coached since the age of like 10.
That's your whole clan.
It's very coincidental, guys. I promise you.
You planned this. No wonder we're not winning. Gavin, we're having a chat later.
Rugby is truly a family sport, Gavin.
Literally.
So a big looping pass, McClevey out to Patterson. Rivals over in Florida, Patterson and McClevey, always playing against each other. They've got good banter going on.
Vantage.
And again, USA South just picking up from where they left off, just using the big bodies to gain the hard yards.
Still have advantage, blue. New advantage.
Jamaica over enthusiastic, after the break. They just stood up offside there. USA South just hammering to the half line.
Oh, and a loose ball there that time.
No advantage gain, no advantage
but
gain.
an offside. Offside for Jamaica.
Yeah, the advantage was being played for several plays before from the offside. So
9 offside.
The wind has picked up.
It has, and again it's going in 3 different directions. Oh, flag's going this way and this way. Love the weather here though. Can't complain too much.
Yes, it's been brilliant this time of year.
Another big boot from Forster.
5, right?
That was okay. It looked like it gone out like a 5, but optical illusion. Just inside the 22.
Perfect. Stay on your side. Stay on your side. Oh, sorry.
USA South make a change. Trevino's evening is over for now. On comes Charlie Joe Rosemeyer, the number 22.
An equally handy player. Very elusive. Maybe not as powerful as Trevino, but certainly quick. Easy to find space for that boy. Mosi picks and goes around the corner. Bumps one. Bumps another. Bumps a third and a fourth, and finally comes to ground. Quick pick from Taylor. He's looking for some space, driving forward, pumping his legs. Jamaica is slowing him down. And they've stolen it. Jamaica come away with it, but illegally.
No clear release.
No clear release after the tackle.
No clear release. 10, please. 10. On the line, please. On the line, guys.
Just about 20 minutes going in this game so far. USA South lead 39 points to 10. And there's Gozi on the attack again, charging for the try line.
That looks Alakalea. Looks like Alakalea on the other side. And it's over. Let me confirm if it was Alakalea.
I saw player grounding.
The big Hawaiian playing his rugby. Yes, it is. Playing his rugby in Lindenwood University in the USA under the tutelage of Josh Macy, arguably in recent times one of the most successful coaches in the USA college system.
USA South pushed the lead now 44 points to 10 with the kick to come, and we can safely say the damage is already done.
Some of the Jamaican support there. Gentleman to the left, what was his name, Jerry? With the Olympic.
This is the Olympic Association President, Mr. Samuda, joining us today.
Very nice meeting him earlier. Seems like a pleasant gent.
Oh yeah, he's
great for him to show up and watch.
Yeah, very supportive. We've been driving around in with the JOA bus since we've been doing this tournament. It's been picking everybody up and dropping them out.
Fantastic. So the combination of everybody helping out in Jamaica, that's great.
Yes. And next time we do this, it's going to be huge.
I'm looking forward to getting here again, mate. It's been phenomenal.
Oh yeah. It's great having you guys here. It's amazing. It's a dream come true for me, actually.
That one goes over. Phenomenal kick again. The wind seemed to drop for a moment, didn't it? Everything's going right for USA South right now.
Who is he blowing kisses to?
Anybody that'll take them. He's been doing it the whole week.
he must love Jamaica. He just blows kisses everywhere.
He is. He's giving love. One love is the phrase.
One love, man. One love.
Again, during the kick, USA South making a change. The number 17, Gavin Hooten, comes onto the pitch.
Another Floridian boy, Gavin Hooten, plays for Cardinal Gibbons High School, a private Catholic high school in South Florida. He made it to the state championship this year.
That was nice.
Still very young. I think he's still got another 2 years of high school, if I'm not mistaken. Big boy. He's a big boy. Number 17 there. He noticed his fitness. I saw him at a tryout about a month and a half ago, and his fitness has gone through the roof as well. So he was in the Florida State high school team the year before, and gained a fair amount of weight, lifting a lot, but he's also been doing the cardio, because I saw him do a Bronco and it was much improved.
And again, Jay, I would like to ask people that like to Huntley and those guys are doing great work for under 19 rugby. Can you give us an insight about that?
Well, since before COVID, Huntley has disappeared from this program and has gone on to work with the Rugby League in Jamaica. So we have other individuals that are coming forward now to take on the development portfolio for rugby.
Excellent work. Huntley, an excellent man. So USA South have put themselves in a good position here. A lot of traffic to get through. Jamaica closing that yellow door.
Back.
Looking to go the short side. No, open side. Forcing himself forward, Taylor. And another good defensive effort from Jamaica. Holding up the burly USA South hooker. But not the second time around. Who goes over this time?
Wow, you just got to give it up to this USA pack. They're amazing.
I mean, they've basically emptied the bench at this point, and they seem to get bigger, the boys that come on.
Yeah, when does it stop?
They've taken off Anakalele and they've taken off the 8-man Lewis. They haven't played with their leading second row forward in the line out. They haven't played most of the game without him. They just keep bringing bigger boys on. Gavin Hooten's got to be 270, 280, and he's just come off on the field.
Word, this is like, this reminds me of my last game against Bermuda. Wow, that was many moons ago, and they look just like that. Gave us about 60 to 7, I think.
Was that in Bermuda or was that here?
I was in Bermuda.
That's never fun.
Actually, it was in Barbados. We were in the Bahamas playing in a little tournament. Yeah, I had the distinct privilege of scoring against them.
Nice.
Yeah.
What position did you play, Jerry?
I was somewhere in the center, I believe, in that tournament, and just did some dancing and some skipping and got through. Then dived across the line and 3 big guys piled on. Got up winded.
They'll do that. A couple of broken ribs.
Yeah.
Send you back home.
Oh, those big boys know how to put in the hurt.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent. So, USA South in a commanding position here, 51-10. Managed to silence the crowd. I think USA South came into this game worried about the crowd because, you know, these guys are young. They're young and not massively experienced at this high level rugby. And they were, I think the coaches might have been a little nervous about if the crowd could get in the heads of the USA South guys, but that has definitely not happened today. They haven't given them the opportunity. USA South taking the ball forward, working their pods very well today. Taylor's put in a very good shift from the hooker position in this particular game. Been busy all week, but today he stood out for me.
And again, USA South just going back to the work of Gozi there, and Gozi needs a lot of gold shield to take him down.
Yeah, he's been a handful all week, Goshimosi.
Back. Take it back.
Big pass back and a massive boot with the wind behind them now. USA putting Jamaica in a very difficult position. What a kick that was. That might have been from his own 22 to about the 3-yard line. And that'll be their ball because it's a 50-22, a new rule in place this year, or a new law, sorry, put in place this year. If you kick from within your 50 to in the opposition 22 and it rolls out, doesn't go straight out, it's got to roll out, that will then be a USA South ball line out. Amazing.
Time is off, guys.
There's not too many of those kicks actually happening. It's an interesting law that's been introduced.
Rob, can you come please? I'm not fond of it.
It was common in rugby league. I don't know if I haven't watched rugby league in years, even though that's what I played professionally. It's something of interest to be able to kick that distance and let it roll out and then get the advantage down there.
Yeah, I'm not fond of it. Because you already gained yards by kicking, so why are you getting the ball back?
And again, these young players need to adapt to these new law changes and try to incorporate it into their practice sessions. So again, those are great challenges for coaching staffs now.
It's all about the entertainment though, trying to entertain the crowd and the neutral fan maybe.
Yeah, it would be nice for Jamaica to score at least one more try in this game and get the fans something to cheer about before we end.
Not straight, that one.
What do you want, a line out or a scrum goal? Line out again? Sorry, call line out. Line out, goal ball. You call line out already?
Someone made a decision. Don't know if it was the right one, but that's the decision. They're going to take the line out. USA South have been dominant in the
line out. Yeah, so that's what happens when you just get the question pops and you say something.
Yeah, you feel like you've got to say something, make good decisions. So it probably should have taken the scrum, but
yeah.
Come in, please. In. If you're in, you're in.
Stole it again.
USA South stole it. So there's the issue. Taylor going forward. A couple of Jamaica bodies dragging him down.
Time off.
Referee Clifton didn't like something going on in the middle of that. Consult with the AR.
I think
they scored.
They scored. I didn't even think they were close to the line, but there you go. Taylor dots it down for USA South. He's happy with himself, rightly so. He's put a good shift in. To be fair, this is probably the best game he's had so far in this competition. He's been everywhere today.
I must say, a very clinical and dominant performance by USA South. I can see this group must have been together for some time to have gotten it this good. Am I right, Gavin? Not really. They just got it right.
They just showed up literally whatever they got here.
Okay.
But at least I know my boy didn't know anybody else on the team other than the kids that he played on the same team.
I see. Literally as much as ours who got together on Sunday. So
yeah, USA South comes from, I mean, there's Tennessee, Florida, Texas, the Carolinas potentially. I know a couple of that actually came from Lindenwood that are on the team, which I know that's really fun. That's quite far north. Yes. But they've got relation in the south. So yeah, now there's a couple of them know each other, but as a team, no, I don't think they've got together other than at the hotel when they all arrived on whatever day that was, Monday.
Well, this has been a well-played game final for them. I think they've grown from each game as well. So we're seeing them put it all together now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I hope we can keep this group of Jamaican boys together because I like this unit.
Yeah. And there's a few younger ones in there, so it's the next couple of years you get this experience in another one, build it up, try and get more games and more competitions, and they will develop.
Definitely.
So Jamaica with the kickoff and managed to get that ball back. Yes, they have. There's Campbell. Mason Campbell's been
everywhere. He's been doing his work.
He's been doing the work. He's a phenomenal little player. A little subdued today under the circumstances. He hasn't had much time to have ball in hand. But hey, Jamaica moving forward very well. Bundled out inside the 22, putting some pressure on Jamaica now. It's in the USA South team now.
And again, great work there by Deontay King, the number 13. A bit silent so far in this game. But again, that's due to immense pressure here as you look at the replay. Just getting rid of one tackler there. It took two players to get him down, but a quick offload to Renell Martin before he was bundled into touch. But again, the referee was playing an advantage. And Jamaica get a second roll of the dice to really put a score and just awaken this local Jamaican crowd.
So it's Jack Lake coming onto the field as a substitution. Not sure who's going off yet.
Oh, you made a sub? You made a change? Patrick didn't make a change. Okay, thanks. Time back on.
And again, this would be a tremendous experience for these boys, local and foreign, to really come and play this international tournament, and they can really take loads back to their clubs or back to where they came from to really develop themselves and to make improvements as rugby players in the future.
Yeah, and the level of play in this tournament has been phenomenal. So I would say this is the level we want to be at in the region.
Absolutely. So Jacob Nicholson making his debut this week, and a phenomenal little player as well. Looks very handy around the ruck as a scrum half. Kicks quite well also.
And again, Mason Campbell there just trying to link up with Amir Johnson. The timing was a bit off, but again, all these things can be worked out as they continue along playing rugby together.
Yeah, I believe Amir Johnson is a very young player.
Time off, guys. Time off.
Probably about 17 years of age. Yeah, he's about 17 years of age, I believe. He's a very young player, so we'll probably see him again in the next tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's young.
You've got him for at least another year.
Indeed.
Great.
Time back on, guys.
And again, the sun setting on another beautiful round rugby tournament here in 2022. And again, we'll have more rugby action coming to you with the men U-18 and women later on in Mexico.
In November.
Looking forward to that, definitely. Gozi Mosi picking up as an 8-man now, giving to his scrum half, working to the fullback. The wing comes back inside. Everyone skips out of his way. Gianni Mosi has had a phenomenal tournament here, really shining and coming out of his shell in this tournament. Now they're working the pods on the top side. Taylor's had a phenomenal game as well. Specifically today, Taylor has really stepped up his game. Patterson breaks a couple of tackles. He's worked well this week also.
Play advantage to blue.
In their pods again. Big defense again from Jamaica.
Release now 3. Blue, you have advantage.
Loose ball now. Poor pass off the bottom of that ruck.
Sorry. High shot.
And again,
15.
the tactic of this nice sharp running from the USA South has been too much for the Jamaican counterparts. And again, great effort by both teams just by making this finals and really giving us an excellent finals.
Do I have to ask? Do I even have to ask?
Big shout out to the referees here today as well. They've been phenomenal throughout this tournament, educating the kids as they go as well. If you could pick it up on the mic, these guys are constantly communicating with the players, which at this level for me is excellent, because a lot of these kids are still learning a lot about the game, especially guys that are brand new to the game. It's high level rugby, and you've got really solid referees. I bumped into a bunch of the kids from Cayman and the USA South team in the elevator just yesterday, and they said that these are the best referees that they've ever seen in their short careers. So standard is high.
Oh, we pinched that one. Finally, we win one. Let's go score, guys. Let's go score.
Got numbers out here. This can be
Let's go
dangerous.
score. Let's go score this one. Oh, he left the ball behind him.
Johnson with a good carry, but loses the ball.
Yeah, that one-hand carry again. You know, coaches don't like to see that, right?
That's all.
You carry that ball in one hand and you go into traffic.
Hands away, go. No more hands.
Try. You hear me cheering on?
It's hard to be neutral, I know.
I know I'm not. I'm biased.
Yes, you admitted that.
I'm here to cheer for Jamaica, everybody. I've said it.
Ooh, a long pass. It's dangerous suicide there. And Campbell really battling to try and bring him down. Patterson's played well, he keeps going inside, but forces that pass this time. Taylor having a lot of fun out there.
Just a few minutes left in this game.
Fair play to Jamaica. They could have got frustrated with this game and they haven't. They've kept the composure. This is the kind of game that, you know, you could start creeping in with yellow cards and it get a little bit ugly, but they have not done that. Jamaica has been phenomenal.
Amazing discipline shown by these young boys. I'm blown away by the ability of the players and their composure in this game. Most players would have gotten into a brawl already. Yeah. You're losing by so much at home. It's let's just fight.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. But they've been very professional with it all and held their composure and just kept working away and trying to make the effort and trying to make their country proud.
They have.
The crowd is over there still singing for them, still making noise, which is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. We're going to cheer for our players.
Let's see if we can take a look at that crowd singing and dancing over there if we can. Quick shot.
There they are. Still energetic, still dancing. Yeah.
Like it. I'm sure there'll be some music here afterwards.
Oh yes.
During we've got the ceremony coming up for the prize winners.
Fine. Set. Excellent. Good up, guys. Good up. But stay line. Stay.
Good pressure from the Jamaica 9. Nicholson played well today. On the wrong side there. He's gotten out of the way well. Pick and goal from USA South. Surprise, surprise.
Release now, yeah. Goal.
Good counter ruck. Ball is still there. Goes Mosey's looking to pick up. Nope. Goes the other way. Gavin Hooton. And now the scrum half comes away with it. Looking for his back line. Where are they? There they are. Big hit from Jamaica. Number 13. Mateo Arteta. The winger going to ground. Pods again working for USA South. Jamaica throwing everything at them defensively.
And again, USA South, numbers out wide if they can use them. Poor pass.
Number 3.
They're going to bring it back for the penalty. Number 3 goal being summoned by the referee. That's Watfield. And the last setting there, Watfield just loses his feet there, going over the top dangerously.
No more. Go back 10, please. Go back 10. Go back 10. Go back 10, please.
As you see, a little bit of frustration creeping in from Mason Campbell.
You'll have to have the lineup. So, you decide. Time on.
The referee just indicating how much more time is left in this contest. And again, USA South basically in control from the start, 56 points to 10 as the kick comes short.
Charge!
And again, unaware of how much more time is there on the clock that could make an athlete there, but they got another opportunity.
Yeah, I would just tap and pass. Time has expired. And let's take a run. Let's go for a run. Let's go for a run.
We've been entertaining this crowd for the last
There we go.
And again, strange enough, tapping the ball with his knee there.
Oh, but he lost it.
Coughed it up. And USA South get opportunity to just put some whipped cream on top of the score.
Yeah, and look at it. And they're doing it too.
Good run from Siler. Fourth drive, and Patterson gets over that quickly. Taylor, can he get himself a reward try for his great efforts today?
And the referee's paying advantage here. Just on the post, USA South.
That was held up for me. That was held up for me. That was held up for me. That was an advantage though. It's a penalty for high tackle for a high shot.
A high tackle by Jamaica right in front of the sticks. So USA South will have. Patterson's going to play quickly, throws it out.
Time off.
And again, USA South not opted to kick it out or kick for post, but they want more points in this encounter.
I think it was Graydon Blue that went over the line, but I don't know if he put it down or not.
No try.
Unfortunate, no try. And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. USA South dominant over Jamaica. 56-10 the score. Jamaica with a valiant effort throughout, did not give up, stayed disciplined, but USA South are taking home the trophy. Disappointment for your boys, Jerry.
Yes, disappointment for our boys, but we are not disappointed in our boys. There was a well-played rugby match. Give it up to USA for bringing everything they had and playing a great set game. Jamaica gave all they had in defense, and the result is what it is.
Yeah, they've definitely played well defensively. Your thoughts over here? We've got to talk about these boys on a development basis as well. You're coming from Trinidad, Kelson. If you're comparing one country to the next, is this something on par that you feel can be brought from Trinidad to compare to the Jamaica boys?
Well, Gavin, all opportunity for international competition is welcome as you get to play unknown opposition, because playing at home locally over a particular period of time, you get to know all the players intimately, and so it's easy to identify mismatches. But when you play against unknown opposition with little video content, you need to try everything possible to try to be successful.
Absolutely. So just to confirm the score there, 10 points to Jamaica, 56 to the USA South team. They'll be the champions of this Rugby Americas North. USA South winning it, taking it home. These are some of the highlights of the game, and there was plenty of them. It was a great game. Good take in the air from Jamaica. This was how Jamaica scored many of their tries. Anakalea, the Hawaiian, going over early. And the kicks were sometimes good, sometimes bad. Most of them for the USA South were good. That was Luis Cruzado going around the outside. You can get a better angle from it here. He's a powerful boy. He's got a lot of tries this week. Good big future for him. But USA South kept doing those pick and goes and was successful throughout the game. That was Taylor. He had a great game today. Quinn Vorster popping over, kicks from all over the park. Now this one was nice. There was some great stuff from Jamaica. They had flashes of brilliance. Looking forward to seeing how they develop over the years. That was a great tackle, covering tackle from the USA South fullback. And this time, going around the outside, Jason Trevino.
It's short.
But again, that pick and go is what was the bread and butter for USA South in this competition. Thank you very much, Jerry. We'll see you again very soon, mate.
Yes, sir.
And this was special from the Jamaica team. Big chase back from Mateo Arteta, but didn't quite catch. Fantastic try for Jamaica. And for me, one of the superstars of the competition, Mason Campbell at fly half, just didn't get any ball in hand, unfortunately, for this particular game. This was a nice little try. Gozi Mosi, Keaton McCleavey, and then all the way over in the corner, Nathan Williams dotting it down. Anakalea, he was a force to be reckoned with as well. The Hawaiian playing his rugby at Lindenwood University. And another one of those great kicks from the fly half of USA South. Don't even know if we can show all of these tries if we have enough time. But this was another one for Taylor going forward, reaching out underneath those bodies. And the referee wrapping it up for the day. USA South jubilant. We've got a couple of interviews for you. We're going to toss down to the sideline.
Coach, not the result that you would have wanted, but you were still able to secure the silver. What do you think about the tournament so far? Well, altogether.
Overall, it's been amazing. These boys only met each other about 7 days ago. We've got an injury list as long as our arm. We've got 16 and 17-year-olds out there. this is the start of something. This is obviously disappointing to lose in the manner that we did. We've really played well over the course of the tournament, and then didn't today. We're a little bit rabbit in the headlights at the beginning of the game. Losing one of our key players in the first minute didn't help at all, I think, for the boys. But USA were just so well coached, well drilled, really consistent. It's like playing against a fleet of minibuses. They're big boys. I think they just battered us about, knocked our confidence a bit, but like I said, we've got young boys who will stay in this under-19 setup going forward, and if we can keep them together and keep them developing, there's no reason why we can't come back next year and win.
Yeah, so I was just going to talk about that, because these boys will not have played together because a lot of them are actually overseas.
Yep.
So if we can keep them playing together, what does the future look like for Jamaican rugby?
Oh, outstanding. There's a huge Jamaican diaspora around the world, and we're hoping that coming second in a competition like this is going to encourage other Jamaican players that have international aspirations to come and find us. We want to put out the best possible team, but we want to keep growing this program so that we can filter players into the senior setup and make Jamaica one of those emerging nations that will be knocking on the door for a World Cup in a few years' time. That would be outstanding. So I'm not going to spend too much time dwelling on the final. It's about the amount of progress that we made over the course of the week, and seeing a lot of really admirable young blokes go out and excel over the course of the week has made me really pleased. I could not be more proud of their collective effort.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Coach, you must be proud of your boys. How have you seen them grow throughout this tournament?
Yeah, for sure. When we first got together on the first day, that's when a lot of the guys just met each other. So it was a learning process for sure. And what we focused on is getting better at every practice. Every time we got together, we wanted improvement, and that's what we saw today. Is they had great potential, and today they showed it.
Well, you're walking away with a gold medal. How will the celebrations go tonight?
It'll be nice to celebrate. Certainly nice to win. Always nice to win. Get rewarded for hard work.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Some great interviews there, some good coaches doing a phenomenal job with these kids over the last few days. Kelson, it's been great having you here this week. Looking forward to do some more competitions in the very near future. Maybe we can convince you to get to Mexico in November.
I will definitely take up that offer, Gavin. And again, as you look at the picture on your screen, we can see why rugby is such a great sport, as all the teams are out there just support each other at the end of this tournament.
So the Mexico and USA boys hanging out together. The Jamaican lads making some noise too. They've had a great weekend. There's been some phenomenal rugby, and really the beginning of the tournament, it was wide open for many different reasons. Everyone sort of thought, okay, Mexico's going to come in here and be strong. They struggled at first, then they drew with the USA. Jamaica were pretty consistent throughout, causing trouble for plenty of teams, and then to make it to the final, USA South against Jamaica, Jamaica had that additional, say, 16th person on the field, which is the crowd, but USA South managed to shut them down pretty early and dampen their emotions and quieten the music and the cheers.
But again, Gavin, this under-19 tournament,
it's time for the trophy
is excellent for all the youth in development as we go downstairs for the RAN 2020 presentation.
Championships. Before we get to the silver and gold medals, let's get to the bronze medal for Team Mexico. Presenting the medals, we have Anthony Williams, CEO. David Martin, one of the proud sponsors of this tournament. Mexico, please come forward and grab your medals.
So they've got the Mexico team coming and getting their bronze medal. A young squad. Mexico was very dominant a few years ago, but once that pandemic kicked in, kind of all those guys aged out. They're a very strong team. So these are all new young guys that have come through. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in the coming years. They can go from strength to strength. When I think about each of these teams across this tournament, not just Mexico, but Jamaica, obviously, Trinidad Tobago, another one. Lots of development possible for them. The Cayman Islands, similar stories. But Mexico have such a big country and they've really developed quite well over the last couple of years, all these different clubs. Be interesting to see how it develops over the next couple of years as well.
You're right, Gavin. Mexico has a huge pool of players to tap into, and again, it's only going to do leaps and bounds for the region as more competitive rugby will be played. And again, even though there's only 6 teams competing here, there's other territories like Curacao, Barbados, St. Lucia that needs to be represented and will be represented not too far in the future.
Absolutely. So that's the Mexico team receiving their bronze medals, always waving the Mexican flag. There's Coach Ruben, all the way from Spain, coaching Mexico for many years now. Arguably one of the best coaches in the region at the Tier 3 nation level.
And again, development of rugby won't stop here. There'll be loads of more competition in the future. Actually, later on in November,
gentlemen, a round of applause. Rugby Mexico!
Yeah, it's just a good run out for some of those boys. I'm sure many of them will be in the 7th team in a couple of months.
And again, a hectic calendar in this round region this year. 3 tournaments carded this year so far. And again, these boys will graduate soon into the next level, which is senior rugby.
A nice rendition of Ole, Ole, Ole from the USA South guys for the Mexicans. Nice touch.
And Gavin, as a proud father watching your athlete out there, what kind of celebration or what kind of reward will be given to your young athlete?
Maybe the silver medal will be Anthony Williams, the CEO of DK Water. Jamaica, come out and accept your medals, please.
Right here, guys. Right here.
To answer your question, I'd probably take him out for a very big slap-up steak dinner. He'll be happy with that.
As he watched Jamaica collect their silver medals, and again the injured Ditton will be so upset that he can contribute in today's finals.
Yeah, he could have been a difference maker as well. He was phenomenal early in the tournament. Just a handful of kids difficult to deal with, always causing problems, hitting the rucks hard, scrummaging well, carried the ball well. He was all over the place early in the competition, so unfortunate that he was injured and couldn't continue.
And again, great future for Jamaican rugby with the likes of Jacob Nicholson, Mason Campbell, and the likes of Johnson Hines to really help clear the pathway for young Jamaican athletes.
Absolutely. There's a couple of the forwards as well. Jonathan Barnes was really interesting. Kai Ditton we mentioned. Ben Hatfield as well played well in different parts of the park. Khalil Brown as well. But yeah, there's some handy players out there. The Jamaican coaching team have got a lot of fun coming in the next couple of years, and it looks like they've got a great plan in place. I'd certainly like to be back here now that they've got this field and this space with the university in the background where they can obviously host people. They can, instead of paying to go to hotels, they can use the university. That for me could be a real game changer for this country.
And again, the support are plenty for these youths as we caught our eyes yesterday on Jamaican Sevens legend O'Shane Eddy, 100+ caps for Jamaica in the field of sevens, and that's what we talk about for mentorship.
Yeah, no, he's a phenomenal example for these kids. He's a local boy. I didn't even realize he was in town. He kept a low profile, just popped up at the corner of the field just yesterday. And there's the Jamaica national team receiving their runners-up trophy. Congratulations to them, a phenomenal performance. At the end of the day, I think they came second to last in this tournament a couple of years ago, and now they reached the final. Massive achievement.
And again, Jamaica can hold their heads high as they perform incredibly throughout this tournament. And again, we can continue to see or look forward to great things from these young men going forward.
Absolutely, agreed 100%.
before we get to the gold medal winners, speaking on behalf of Rugby Americas North, we would like to send a big thank you to everyone who made this tournament possible. We'd like to thank the match officials, all of the volunteers, the ball boys and girls, our medical staff are working their butts off the entire week, the bus drivers, the hotel, the broadcast on Sportsmax, all of the commentators, all of the fans who came here today. A big round of applause for all of yourselves and everyone who made this tournament possible. Before we get to the player of the tournament, I'm going to invite Rugby Americas North General Manager Neil Brooks to hand out a plaque to the Jamaica Rugby Federation and Jerry Benswick. Calling Jerry, there he is. And we'd like to send a special mention to Dr. Sharmella Rupjan Martin, the head of the facility Sport UE Mona, for making this tournament possible at this fantastic venue. Thank you so much. And last but certainly, or not last, we still have one presentation to give out before we get to the gold medals. This is going to be presented by Natalie Campbell, the marketing manager for Sportsmax. Natalie, come on out. This is going to the player of the tournament, and he's on the winning side. That's Luis Cruzado. Once again, a huge thank you to Sportsmax broadcasting the entire tournament this week and lifting the standards for our competitions. We really appreciate you guys, and working with you moving forward is exactly what we want. And now, for the champions, presenting the medals and the trophy will be Christopher Samuda, the president of the Jamaican Olympic Association, USA South Panthers.
Hi, Mom. I love you, Mike. Hey, balls for life. Good. Hi, Mom. Love you, sir. Hi, Dad. Hey, sir. Hey, Mom and Dad.
So there's all the USA South boys coming through and getting their medals. Some happy faces in there, saying hi to Mum and Dad as well, a few of them.
And again, great tournament here for USA South. We are showing their pedigree in this tournament here, showing that also our youngsters in the Caribbean need a lot more work to do to raise their standards and to be competitive at the next level.
Absolutely, so a big congratulations to the USA South boys. Great competition from Mexico, Jamaica as well. Nice to see all of the teams out here as the women's competition as well finalized yesterday. USA South winning over Jamaica in that competition as well.
And here you are, your RAN U-19's 2022 U-19 champions, USA South.
A very happy set of boys there. USA South 2022 RAN men's and the 19s champions here in the wonderful Kingston, Jamaica.
USA! 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 USA!
Thank you so much for joining us for this amazing competition. Rugby America has also been absolutely pleased to be here in Kingston, Jamaica. Kelson, thank you for being with me, sir.
Thank you, and we see you next time.
Take care, bye.